Hey hi everyone, this is Mukesh Otwani once again from learn-automation.com. So guys, today in this video we are going to talk about a very interesting topic called Docker. And Docker has been in the market from a long time, and we have seen many companies has started using Docker as a platform, right? So let's talk about what exactly is Docker. So in this video we are going to focus only on two things. First is what is Docker and how we can install Docker on Mac machine. And for Windows I will make a separate videos because for Windows we need to make a small changes. So for Windows we'll talk about separately. Our main focus for this video should be what is Docker and how to install Docker on Mac. So now if you talk about Docker, so it's kind of a tool or a software I will say, which will make your task easy. So what exactly it does, it will help you to create, deploy and run your application using containers. Okay, so in simple words, if you see, Docker is nothing but a platform as a service which will give you a complete platform where you can run your application or you can run our test. So which is nothing but a OS level virtualization they have done, so you can deliver your applications in a small unit called containers. So in Docker everything is a container. So once you move forward you will see we'll talk about containers more and more. So what exactly these containers are? These are nothing but a small unit, okay, which will run your applications. And these containers actually are running with OS kernel, and these containers are sharing the computer or your system resources. So they are lightweighted as compared to a VM. So till now we have seen how we can run our test on the virtual machines, right? So why we are talking about Docker? Because Docker is also doing the same thing. It is providing you platform as a service. So why we should learn Docker, not why we should not use VM? So in order to understand this, we have to focus on this particular diagram. And if I just show you the Docker official blog, okay, so they have given everything about the Docker which you need. You can do many things on Docker, but in our tutorial we are simply going to run our test. So if you just, yeah, if you just open this, yeah, so this is the exact screenshot I have taken from their official site, that what is the exact difference between Docker and the VMs. So now let's talk about the VM first of all, because we know everybody have used VM in your professional journey, right? So what we do in VM, let's say I have a Mac operating system and I want to run a Windows platform or Windows operating system. So what I will do, I will install a virtual machine, right? And this machine will nothing but it's a will have the Windows operating system. So if you see, this part is nothing but your infrastructure, the first layer. This is nothing but your main hardware. Let's say I'm using this Mac, so this is my hardware. Then we will use a hypervisor. So hypervisor is nothing but a service that will allow you to create virtual machines. So using the help of hypervisor, you can create multiple virtual machines on your system, right? So let's say you are running on Mac, so you can host Windows, Linux, Unix, and multiple virtual machines as well. So what exactly it does, it actually takes everything from the main memory. So let's say my system having 8 GB, okay, and I'm running 3 virtual machines on my particular system, and let's say I have allocated 1 GB for each operating system. So virtual machine 1 is having 1 GB, virtual machine 2 is having 1 GB, and virtual machine 3 also having 1 GB. So actually 3 GBs are already occupied, right? And what um, so only the 5 GB is remaining, which I will be using for my particular operating system. So as you can see, it is creating a separate virtual machine. So it has an operating system and it has application, everything. So you can see one system is having three virtual machines, each VM have one operating system and separate app installed. So it actually makes our system very slow, plus we are not able to utilize the memory. So let's say application 1 wants to use only 100 MB, but still we are using 1 GB of VM. Let's say app B is just want to use 200 to 300 memory, but still we have allocated 1 GB, right? Same goes with another operating or another virtual machine. So we are reserving a complete memory space and we are using it. But when it comes to container technology, we have an infrastructure which is nothing but our hardware, and this is our main operating system. In my case, it is a Mac. And once you install Docker, now Docker will not create a virtual machine for you, it will create a container. Okay, so it will create a container based on your requirement. So let's say your app 1 need a container, or app 1 need few let's say dependencies that hardly comes 100 MB, so it will create a container of 100 MB. Same goes with another app just need 10 MB of resources, okay, and 10 MB of memory. So Docker will create a container of 10 MB, and this will keep on creating the container based on your requirement. So we'll see how to create containers from the images, everything, but main thing here is the efficient memory utilization. Now if you just come down here, I will share this link in the description, just go through it. So if you just see this one line of description, the virtual machines are the abstraction of physical hardware turning one server into many servers, right? We created multiple VMs. So this hypervisor allow multiple VMs to run on a single system, and each VM include a full copy of operating system, which is nothing but your OS application and all the binary and dependencies. Each VM will have everything. So this will take like definitely it will make your application it will make your system very slow, and definitely when you start this VM, right, this VM also will take some time to boot because you're loading actually OS and the libraries and the application. But when it comes to containers, what exactly they are? They are the abstraction at the top of the app layer that packages your code, dependency, everything, and we can have multiple container on one same or one system. And what exactly these containers do? They use the same OS kernel with each other container. It means we don't need any other kernel, one kernel will be shared across all the containers. So containers are generally less space than VM and can handle more requests, and definitely when it comes to speed, definitely containers are faster than VMs. Okay, so in order to download Docker for Mac, just search download Docker for Mac and you will get their official website, which is get started with Docker. So here you can see one option called install Docker for Mac. So when you click here, it will give you some options, and they have also given you how you can just install it. So it will ask you that you can download this Docker from Docker Hub. So you need to click on it, and it will go back to this. Right now I already logged in with my account, so it is just taking my account and it is not asking any username password. But in case if you have if you don't have account, it will ask you login and password. Just create a fresh account, give the username password, and then it will redirect to your account, and you just need to click on get Docker and you will get the DMG file. Install this as a normal DMG file, just double click install and it will get installed, that's all. And just read this instruction that this particular version which we are using right now, it requires Mac OS Sierra 10.12 and above. In case if you have previous versions, then definitely you have to use Docker toolbox, that also they have given here. But I guess if everyone is updated, then just download this and it will install as it is. Once it is installed, just check this icon. if says Docker desktop is running, it means Docker is installed in your system. And in case you want to verify, just open one terminal. Okay, we already have one terminal, so I will just type docker hyphen version. Okay, it says this docker hyphen version is not exit, so I will give docker hyphen version, and you can see I'm running a docker 18.0.9.0.